Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Batman Arkham Asylum for the PlayStation 3. We have finally made our way out of intensive treatment and we continue our search for the Joker. But the first thing we have to do is we have to make our way to the Batmobile. But I felt like doing a bit of exploring because one thing I discovered on my last playthrough is that you can actually go into most of the buildings that we have access to in this game. It doesn't really mean a lot here, but it is something we can do, and there are still a bunch of guards roaming around the place. No idea who these guys are, and none of them are named, and many of them actually all look the same. Yeah, while you're out here, you'll constantly have Joker talking over the PA system, and every single time he does it, it plays this little tune, like do 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 do. I actually really like it, because sometimes normally it sounds normal, but other times it will sound a bit out of tune. And there's even times where he does it himself, and I love it. It just goes ding ding dong, Joker again. I really love it. I don't think you can hear it in this section, but you do hear it everywhere else. So these guards have all been called over here. And they talk to absolutely every single one of them.
So the Joker's free again. Not for long.
Well, at least Batman's confident. Dare I say he's got a bit of an ego. You know, he is very confident with everything he does.
I'll take care of it.
So if we want, we can go inside Arkham Mansion. You can't go very far into Arkham Mansion, but we can go in through the front door.
Thank God it's you. Have you caught Joker
No.
yet?
No, I haven't. He's like the only one here that actually knows it. Well, no, a few of them have spoken about it. Some know the Joker's out, others don't. They've just been called to this section of the island without any actual explanation. The electric gates. Have we seen the electric gates? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, of course we did. What am I saying? I have walked into almost every single one of them. Oops. That's my Batmobile alarm.
What? Oracle. Disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham Mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still got Gordan with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North. I've sent you the schematics for the entire island. I've marked key locations like your car.
Thanks, Oracle.
And that's where our car is. But, you know, we're in the outside area. It's a big place. And besides talking to absolutely every single person here, we've got a whole bunch of Riddler trophies and riddles to solve. Okay, not so much in the riddle department, but we do have a bunch of trophies to collect. There's a Chronicle of Arkham here somewhere. That I did. There it is, but this one's dirty.
My family's blood ran through the heart of Gotham. We were doctors, politicians, and teachers. We have been the organ cleaning the arterial filth from the city. We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt us.
So are these things just all over the island? Surely there was somebody who would have noticed all this by now. Maybe ask Batman to explain what it is? I mean, some of them, okay, I can understand how you missed them, but that was right there. Mind you, the state of this mansion, on the outside, this place really needs some roof work done.
Of course you found that one easy.
Well, yeah, you didn't really hide it. Look at that freaking moon. Hey, look. There's that W. Spent like half my budget on that thing. They didn't even get my name right. My name's not Went.
Just below my predicted expectations. At this rate, you'll never
That's our first trophy that's to look at something far into the background. Arkham City has that. Arkham Knight has that. Look at that posture. What the hell is that? So this time we just had to look over to Gotham. So specifically we had to look for Wayne Enterprises. In Arkham City you can see Arkham Asylum off out in the distance. In Arkham Knight you can sort of see both, only they are very low detailed. And that's saying that. But Arkham Asylum and Arkham City isn't that high. You can just about make out what it is. You can just about see all the plants. Spoiler warning, the place gets taken over by plants. And this is where I completely forgot about the another Riddler trophy, a riddle that's just there. I'm literally gliding over the riddle. It's another one of those question mark trophies. I do get it in a minute, but I completely forgot about it here. There are quite a lot of things on this rooftop.
A challenge completed. Can you do
Yeah,
more?
we've got like 240 to get, Riddler. Along with all the Joker teeth. So if at any point I'm on the outside of Arkham and I'm wandering around a bit, that's mainly going to be me looking for Joker teeth, because they can respawn in all sorts of locations. Usually they are on the way to the building you want to go to, but they can occasionally spawn into a different place. Can't remember if I had a reason to go out all the way over here or not. So we've got very dramatic music. You know, God forbid all of those lights over in Gotham City are all bat signals. They're aiming it the wrong way, but the bat signal doesn't even make any sense. So how is there an end to the light? That makes no sense. So let's glide. This is all you can do while gliding in this game. Wouldn't be until Arkham City that we could start diving with it and start going. Really glide all over the place. Which I absolutely love. But we don't really get to do all of that here. And the controls initially aren't inverted. Which throws me off. And this is me. Okay, I've spent a bit longer here than I should do. There are two open graves here. One of them is a riddle, the other one isn't. Look at that 2D skeleton. I keep thinking it's this one, but it isn't. I remember it being an open grave. But there are two open graves. So if not that one, I'd have to try a different one. Once I've scanned just about every other tombstone. And once we've gone in here. So really, nobody knew that was there? I mean, it's never explained. Are the Riddler trophies there before Joker escapes or not? Because that first Riddler trophy I got right at the start, that was right as Joker made his move. So that trophy had clearly already been placed there. Somehow, without anybody noticing. So somehow detective mode can tell the difference between a thug with a gun and a guard with a gun.
I don't get it. This place is supposed to be secure.
Unfortunately, some of the patients will always try and escape.
Yeah, but Batman, every single time you lock them away, they escape. Every game will make note of that. No matter what happens, they escape.
Take patient interview. Subject has no recorded name. Alias listed as the Joker. In the room is Warden Sharp and myself, Dr. Young.
Oh, is this another one of those boring psych evaluation tests?
No, it's not. So, you're the famous Joker.
In the flesh. So, Doc, do you want me to look at the ink blots again? The first one is a kitten I had when I was a child. The second is, let's see, a dead elephant. The third is a...
Funny. Now let's skip the jokes.
Skip the jokes? Hey, Sharpie, didn't she get my permanent record? Be quiet, clown.
Every doctor that has ever interviewed you claims a different type of psychosis. Everything from multiple personality disorders to, well, the list is endless.
I do my best.
Well, I don't believe it. Anything can be cured given the correct treatment.
And you think you can cure me?
Oh, I know I can.
Silly Dr. Young, you can't cure the Joker. That's the closest we'll get to ever seeing Oracle or Alfred in these games until Arkham Knight. And in every single game, Bruce Wayne and Batman have two separate files. I don't know why.
Thought you bringing Joker back here.
Pay no attention to the Mad Bats, Mr. Guard.
Stay here.
Literally every time you collect an object or every time you take out a thug, a load of bats will suddenly swarm around. You can't interact with them in any way. They're just there. It's like, once you knock out a guard, it's just going to expel a load of bats all over the place. Anyway, let's head into the Botanical Gardens. So the Joker tapes are the ones you'll find outside of Arkham, or the outside areas. They're probably the best ones to look for in terms just to get some understanding of the story. All of the others aren't really necessary. They just sort of exist.
No one in or out.
But the Joker tapes, they actually do get to explain the plot a little bit.
I mean,
So they can be helpful to understanding exactly what's going on here. So we go down here. Because this area exists under here for some reason.
As Gotham's veins slowly filled with pain and suffering, the effects were felt everywhere. My father fell first, infected by some foul disease. My mother lived on, but only in a dream. I returned to the family home to care for her, where she remained in her bed for as long as her body continued to breathe. Her tears kept me awake at night.
Lovely, very pleasant. And spoiler warning a bit here. When we find out who it is, it really says something about Arkham Asylum's security and everything. It's a very unusual thing. This is where I don't understand the Riddler sometimes. There's going to be a riddle there later on. And it involves some guards being killed. So how could Riddler have planned that out already? Does he have a guy inside the asylum that he's told to put them in these positions? Because this happens like at least 2 times. Botanical Gardens are probably the one where you can enter further. Or that might be the penitentiary actually. Well, regardless, you can go into some of these places quite early. You go into all of these places, but you can't go very far. You can only go to that very first bit of the mansion. That's all you can do in the Botanical Gardens. You can go to the penitentiary. You're not going to get very far in the medical building. What I don't know about the medical building is whether or not you can... It's whether or not you can sequence break. That I don't know. I didn't try that. Although, is medical...
Can you hear that, detective? It's the sound of me clapping and...
Medical might be locked off at this point, I'm not sure.
You can't? That's because an idiot would have...
I don't know, I guess I'll find out in a minute.
What's
But I didn't really try, so...
30 minutes ago. Told me to come here and wait for more orders.
But that does have me interested now.
Saved your life. Stay here.
Right, so we've spoken to every single guard, and we've been here for 13 minutes. Okay, spoiler warning, I don't go very far in the plot in this part. But we do gather a load of trivia. So this is where I finally remembered. Oh wait, I forgot about the question mark riddle at the top of the clock tower. So let's make our way back. It's where you really wish you had some of the glide stuff. Or the grapnel boost in Arkham City. I mean, among all the great things that Arkham City does add, the grapnel boost is probably the best one. That's including things like the beatdown. The grapnel boost is probably the best. You also can't use the grapple while gliding in this game. Not that it means anything, because you're not gliding that much in this game anyway. Gliding is only ever needed one time in this entire game. Like, that's it. You can... There is a trophy you can get for gliding. I think it's 150 meters. And the one section where it's mandatory, I don't think it's far enough to get that. In fact, this is how you do it. You have to glide off of this tower and then just keep going. There we go.
So the great detective has
So I
solved
think
a mere 10
show off what you got to do here. So jump off of here.
Are you ready to give up yet?
If I was to hold up, Batman would start gliding down faster. You know, it depends whether or not you have the controls inverted. Normally I do, but I keep forgetting about it in this game. I glide so rarely that I don't really need it. And that should be over 150 meters. I've already platinumed the game, so we can't actually see that, but I would have thought that would be about it. Is that the door? I could have sworn there was some weird piece of music playing just then.
We got split up. Some of my guys are pinned down in there. It's a massacre.
Yeah, let's actually go and take out some mooks, why don't we?
We
had to pull back out of the tunnel. There are guards still in there. We need to get back
They
in
go
there.
back in there.
I'll take care of this. Thanks. Let me know if you need backup.
Can't we just use the ambulance as cover?
It's dangerous down there, Batman. We've got multiple Blackgators. They've got a hold of firearms. Probably from the guard armory.
Thanks for the concern, officer. But it'll take more than guns to stop me.
Oh, I don't know. You can die from guns in this game.
I can't believe it. They killed Jackson.
You
Stay with
bastards!
your colleague. I'm ending this. Now.
Okay, it was a bit of mild language. I have to make that reference. It sounds like South Park. Eventually I'd get to a mature game on this channel. Oh, wait a minute. This is a fairly mature game. This game is rated like 15. Over here. It's not Peggy that's rated the game either. I don't know if there are versions that Peggy rated it, but it's the same company that rates the films. I think it's the BBFC. Don't know what that stands for, but they gave this game a 15. And Arkham City. Whereas Origins is Peggy and they rated it 16, and Knight they rated 18. I'm not really sure why. I wouldn't say that Arkham Knight contains anything more graphic or anything like that compared to this. Sure, it's higher quality, but that's it. My car! Oh, when I'm done collecting these Riddler trophies, I'm gonna punch you so hard in the face. I think Joker's enjoying this. Let's call it a hunch. I think he's enjoying this. No. Pretty sure that's not how Batman is supposed to do that. Anyway, let's head over here. So right by the entrance to Arkham there is another little trophy. Don't know what this is doing. It's a very strange place to have this.
That one could have been solved by a
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
job, nevertheless.
Never heard of either one. This one could be one of the more difficult ones to align like that. It does get picky.
Easy, isn't it?
It's going to be a while until we can get that trophy. There is a Chronicle of Arkham in there that I completely ignored. Trophy up here, tape in here.
Tape patient interview 17. Joker remains uncooperative. My earlier diagnosis remains true. I believe he enjoys his persona too much.
What's up, Doc?
Today I thought we'd try something different.
Oh, you make me blush, Doc. I have a girlfriend.
Dr. Quinn's out. I know. I've seen the tapes. I saw what happened.
What can I say? I'm a charmer.
Anyway, I thought it would be good to talk about your childhood.
Oh, ever heard of romance, Doc? I don't give up the goods for free. You'll have to try harder.
What are you hiding?
Didn't you hear me? You scratch my back, Doc, and, well, I won't have you wrapped in plastic and left in a gutter.
They stop the tapes at some very unusual points. These things are all worth going after. You do get experience for all of these. Trophies and tapes are worth 200. Joker teeth I think are worth 50 each. Riddles I'm guessing are also 200. The amount of experience you need for an upgrade does go up as you progress through the game. I think eventually it becomes about 5,000. But as long as you go after the Riddler trophies, there'll be more than enough. I don't know if it's possible to get so little experience. If you get hit after every single punch, and you get a one combo every single time, and no variation whatsoever. I don't know. Maybe that's.
There's a supply of explosive gel in the trunk of the Batmobile. I may need it.
Sadly, I don't get to use this Batmobile in Arkham Knight. Well, I think I think there's something in it through DLC, but that's it. Now we have our explosive gel. Break through weak walls. Complete with unlimited.
Looks like there was a scuffle.
Complete with unlimited gel.
Around the Batmobile. There could be
Now, is it me or does the Batmobile seem really quite small? It's like we saw it at the beginning of the game, and it looked huge. It could fit Batman and the Joker in it, and there still to be plenty of space. But here it looks quite small. Like it looks like Batman couldn't even sit in it.
I don't know
The Batmobile is fine though, it still works.
Strange. This is Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him. There's no way he'd leave it.
Barbara, I get that your dad's a smoker, but that's probably not the best. Who gets their father a tobacco pipe as a birthday present? That's a very unusual thing to get.
Your father's initials carved on it.
It was a birthday gift I gave him last year. There's no way he'd leave it.
Exactly. He's left me a trail to follow. He's alive, Barbara.
So this is how it works. The explosive gel, that is. If you're in detective mode and you see a flaw like this, you can tell them apart when you're not in detective mode as well. They're usually a plain colour with some cracks around. When you see something like that, that is when you can use the explosive gel. You can use it above you, below you, in front of you. Trying to get Batman to interact with it can be a bit of a pain, because there are times where Batman decides he sprays the floor instead of the wall, and even though he could be spraying it right next to the wall, it won't work. And weirdly, though the gel will knock back a mook, it doesn't hurt Batman in the slightest, and it is a non-lethal explosive. No matter how close proximity they are to the explosion, they'll be perfectly fine. It doesn't even knock out the mooks. It will only knock them out if they are right next to the wall and it like crumbles down on them. But that is it. I don't even know if it'll work in the other direction. You can also find walls like that up there. They are not for the explosive gel, however. They are for a different upgrade. In fact, I think it's going to be it's the last story collected gadget that we get. There are upgrades to the explosive gel. There's one you can lay down 3 of them. Batman always does it in like the shape of a bat. When you do so, and then you can then blow all 3 of them up, but it will always do them in succession. However, you can later do it so if you went to first person mode, you can blow either one up in any order. So this is the visitor center. This place is always in first person mode. There's no way to get out of this. And this is automatic. Like, I'm not moving forward here.
Come in! Sit down! Take off your mask! So, Bats, I was thinking, you really could use a friend in here. Someone to talk to, share secrets with. Shall we start with the big one? Who is that behind the mask? Why do you feel the need to go out into the world and fight people like me? Do you really think you can win? We'll see.
Yeah, you're always restricted to first person mode. Weirdly, you could still press R3 and it'll go into an even more first person mode. Yeah, but as you can see just there, the position of Joker's body is moved. I wonder if that means anything. Well, we're not going to find out at this point because we're at the end and Batman's arm clearly went through his cape there. But anyway, next time we're all going to try and find Gordan. So I will see you guys then.